Good morning, everybody. Wow, good morning. So happy to see all y'all here. And let me just say hello to everybody that's on my panel, and then we're going to say hello to everybody in the chat. So we got JFD this morning. Good morning. She doesn't want to be on camera. We've got Keely. Good morning. It's Keely Talks.
Good morning. Good morning. Just like I need to. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I forgot she was going to announce that.
Yeah, next door they're doing renovations and they keep drilling. So if they drill and you hear a weird noise, that is why it is. It isn't my microphone, and I might have to just keep muting myself. So, be prepared. You might get your ears tickled on the stream today.
As long as it doesn't happen during the just when we get the verdict.
I don't imagine.
We've got Colonel Carson. Good morning. Glad you're here.
Good morning. Yeah, no, I was just thinking, like, I would love to have been a fly on the wall in the deliberations with, like, the private deliberations with the judges.
Oh yeah.
That would have been awesome. Especially with the one that looked like he was playing on his phone throughout. I'd be curious to know what he said privately,
Yeah.
You'd like to think that they looked at the evidence and they could say, like, this is crazy. Of course, this woman pulled this hoax, but they seem so out of it. Like, I don't know. I wonder if, like, judges in the UK are just really out of it, because they seemed like that. And Nichols seemed like he was really just like, I don't know, some of the stuff that he said in that ruling, where he just couldn't conceive of Amber Heard, or couldn't conceive of someone running a multi-year hoax on someone. And I'm thinking, you're a judge?
Really?
Yeah.
Jim Jones ring any bells? Just saying.
Exactly. It seemed like he was stuck in the 50s or something. And that's what the verdict sounded like to me, like a man who still looked at women as the wife and mother who stays at home and takes care of the family, and she's a good little lady and wouldn't do anything. That was how it seemed. And we have Tiffany. Good morning, Miss Tiffany. I sent her coffee this morning, so she's good in a way.
Lies.
Okay, so I'm going to try to say good morning.
Sorry.
Do what?
I just said, I'll hold for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead. I'm going to say good morning to everybody in the chat, and I'll try not to miss anybody. Y'all know me. It's Tech, and I'm blonde for a reason. So we've got Miss Wendy. Good morning, Wendy. So glad to see you. We've got, okay, I'm going to try not to butcher your name. Gasina, is that maybe? Good morning. Welcome to being with us here this morning. Hooray. Good morning. Tina, good morning. Wild Card, good morning. Let's see, Elizabeth Me, good morning. Hen, good morning. Let's see who else. Justice, you're with us, so good morning. Margot, good morning. Shalana, good morning. Did I say good morning to Tina? I think I did. If I didn't, good morning, Tina. Mary Sue, good morning. Shalana, good morning. Thank you. She's always shilling for me. Witchy, good morning. Isa, good morning. Let's see here. Mandy, good morning. Okay.
Someone's vibrating. That was not me. That was not the drill, I promise.
Y'all noticed that Gary ain't made it this morning. Jordan, good morning.
Good morning.
Tanya, good morning. Linda, good morning. Caroline, good to see you. Good morning. Johnny's girl, Deb, good morning. Jane, good morning. I'm so happy this morning, aren't I? I'm way too happy. Janice, good morning. I think I'm covering for my nerves, y'all. I'm very nervous about this, but good morning, Janice. Let's see. I think I've got everybody. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. I know I don't do that on purpose. Tom, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, and Gallet, I believe I saw you. Yes, Gallet, good morning. Ishani, good morning. I think I've got everybody. If I missed you, I am so sorry. But I am curious. I'm going to just kind of go around the panel. And we were talking about this a little bit beforehand, but what's everybody's thoughts? What are you feeling this morning? Justice, you want to start?
Sure. I'm really nervous about it.
Well, what are you thinking? Are you thinking we're going to get a positive answer?
I hope it's more of, I think I'm 50-50 still.
Yeah. What about you, Keely?
I'm trying to stay positive because positivity manifests positivity, of course. But I'm very nervous. I've got a stomach full of butterflies. Hopefully it gets the result that we want. All we can do is stay positive. I know that we're all nervous and if you don't get it, we're all going to be heartbroken anyway. But hopefully it does. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Which I know Colonel said she'd be back in a minute, so I don't know if she's back yet. So I'll go on to Tiffany. What are you thinking this morning?
Cautiously optimistic. If they make the wrong decision, the uproar and the call for investigations into the court is going to be at a roar. And I think they know that. Yeah. I think they know the fact that on one hand, we want to have the backs of our judges. On the other hand, do we want all our dirty laundry draw out? We saw what happened to Nichols after the verdict. So I'm hoping they're feeling the pressure to do the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, and that's kind of what I'm seeing in the chats. I'm saying, like, not to bring the mood down, but I don't trust courts now. Very unsure. After what happened last time, I'm very nervous. So I think we're all kind of in the same boat this morning. I've said this many times, when we were listening to the first trial.
Oh my gosh.
A reasonable person would have said, yeah, he's got this in the bag. The evidence that was produced was in his favor. I'm trying to read these, and you see what happens.
Well, the evidence was in his finger as well, to be fair. You're not wrong.
But, and when the verdict came down, I just remember I think I cried. I really do. I think I did. I teared up. And so, but you have to remember, after it was all said and done, I was like, well, we're talking about Rupert Murdoch. We're talking about somebody with a lot of money and a lot of power. And, I think I just took it for granted that they would base their answer on, or he would base his answer on truth in his finger.
Well, to be fair, you're not wrong there.
Yeah, and I'm hoping. It seemed like to me the day of the hearing, it seemed that the judges, they seemed to kind of go down the middle. It didn't seem like it was one way or the other. And I think my favorite was, what's your point, Miss Watts? That was, they seemed, and I said to them, because Colonel was talking about, she would love to have been a fly on the wall for the deliberations.
Yeah, me too.
I said, yes, I would have loved to know what the judge that sat here doing this, playing with his phone, or it looked like he was playing games. I'd love to know what he had to say. And then, hi, Sarah.
Hi,
Sarah. To be honest, I think he was just using that as a poker face. I mean, I think that he was really intently listening. He just didn't want anyone to see what he was thinking.
Yeah. And Jen said she got depressed the last time. Hi, Di. The thing is, don't let it get you down, because if it doesn't go the way that it should, we've still got Virginia. And we've also got to think about that, the mainstream media they've had no choice but to tell the truth, basically. I mean, with everything that's come out. And I'm seeing, hi Sarah. I'm seeing that that it seems like the articles, there's still a lot that they got to get them jabs in it, Johnny, but they're having to report the truth. And I know that the not giving to charities is not the main thing as far as what happened. What happened was much more serious, but it is getting the truth out about her, and at least there's that. So I'm trying to be positive. Trying, but at
Well,
least we've got
in your
that.
defense, it's stupid early, and nobody can be like overly positive this early in the morning.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yes. Excuse me. But yeah. Oh, your little doggy's jealous. Yes, are all the fur babies upset that everybody's mommies and daddies are up so early this morning?
Mine is. He's
Aw.
protesting.
Hen says, or Wildcard says, I just watched the video. Donated means pledge, not paid, so she didn't lie. Oh, but she did lie. It's based on her credibility. Exactly. Oh, Hen, what do you say? Hen, I was at work being naughty and listening when I shouldn't have been. I had to try to hide my feelings until I got. Oh, man, so you were at work when oh, bless your heart.
That would have been hard.
South Florida Thrifter, good morning.
Hey.
My fur babies woke me up.
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing in the chat, they're saying Nick Wallace is outside of Court 71. The city was saying yesterday that it's going to be
15 minutes to go.
Yeah, he was saying in his tweet yesterday that, which they did say it would be handed down in writing. And so he linked this judiciary, the courts and tribunals judiciary. And they've got a thing in here. Let me just look and see.
What else going on with me today?
So, Keely, you think you can pull up courtroom 71? Or can one of y'all pull up courtroom 71 so we've kind of got somebody at both places for just in case?
Yeah,
I'll keep this one up.
Okay.
Or JFD, Tiffany.
I can, but
anybody.
yeah, and then we can find out if they actually do go
Hi,
right.
Tanya. Good morning. Oh, your doggies are sleeping. Yeah, we're going to try to have it covered. So, depending on where it ends up, because when I was reading this, the site that Nick sent us to yesterday, it had, let's see, let me find it. Yeah, let me click on this. Johnny Depp versus NGN. And it's got a note, this judgment will be handed down tomorrow, which this was from yesterday, at 10 a.m. And that's all it says. But, they had said that it would be in writing. So, I don't know. Nick tweets, I am outside court 71 of the rural courts, awaiting the ruling of Johnny Depp's application to appeal the ruling of Mr. Justice Nichols. So yeah. Did any of y'all get courtroom 71 found out?
I've got it. There's nothing live or anything, no.
Okay. So we've got both places covered. We're about 14 minutes out from 10 o'clock, which I know yesterday when Nick was tweeting about it, he had said it would be 10 or maybe a little bit after. So, okay, yeah. We don't know for sure yet. Go ahead.
Margot's just asked me how the kids are doing, because I did say the other day that I'm waiting on the results back. One of my kids was sent home with symptoms of that illness that were, and the results will come back today. They're negative, so thankfully they can all go back to school tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they're a lot better in themselves. They're being little monkeys today, so they're all better.
Okay, Janie wants to know how do I find the stream? Will it just start happening like last time? If you're able to pull up courtroom 71, which is
I don't think
where it was last time, pull it
but
up, and that's probably because he did say that at the end of the hearing the last time that it would be handed out in writing. So I don't see why they would take up courtroom, which they might have decided this is such a big thing. Yeah. That they might need to go. Can somebody drop the link for the courtroom, please? Y'all know I don't know how to do all that stuff. Good morning, TJ. Hello. But
I can do
yeah,
this.
so, and we
I
haven't got
can do
Cherry
this.
here this morning. Cherry. Which she's probably, I think everybody is streaming this morning, so she is probably running wild, so I'll forgive her. Yes,
Sherry
everybody,
needs all the coffee.
yeah. And everybody just, y'all need to keep sending up the positive vibes, keep everything crossed that you can cross. Carolyn said, I think Nick tweeted that if the appeal is granted, they will have a hearing. Oh, okay. They will have a hearing shortly after regarding the focus of the appeal. Thank you, Caroline. So that would be why he would be at the courts then. Okay. Yeah, Cherry's at Superstream. Yeah. And I think Tug was streaming this morning too, and I know she does Tug. Y'all, Cherry, she's awesome. She does so much. Are they going to read it out on video? I thought it was just a document. Well, that's what Linda. I guess probably you saw Caroline what she had said a while ago, that if it does go in his favor, they will have a short hearing to discuss the focus of the appeal. So let's see. Anne says, I think they want us to see it all because the last judge was so underhanded and biased. Very good point. Very good point. Because I think they know what an outcry, like Tiffany was saying, if this doesn't go in his favor, it'd be such an outcry. I know a lot of people, which y'all know, me and Keely are good friends. I know a lot of people in the UK are very upset about this.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, because it looks bad on us. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looks bad on our country and, our 4 countries, it's the United Kingdom. Looks bad on all of us. And there is a big following for Johnny Depp. There's a big following for people just having justice in general in the UK. And we believe in fair trials, and that wasn't a fair trial at all. 10 minutes, guys.
10
Sorry,
minutes.
counting you
Yes,
down.
Sarah, I noticed that last time too. He tried to hide it on the day that we had the elections here in the U.S. So, Caroline said, sorry, I can't find the tweet. I may have dreamed it. Hey, it's just early in the morning, We'll forgive you, Caroline.
Oh, God.
Kurtz, did you ever make it back? Okay,
she
hasn't made it back yet. Yeah, we're on a countdown, y'all.
I know. I'll let you.
Oh, very nervous. Oh, no. I mean, I almost, it's kind of like, rip the Band-Aid off. I just really would like for it to come on and so that my nerves can have a rest.
Right?
And I mean, and they do have to be 100% clear. They need some clarity in this. And I think that they probably, Nick is a doll, isn't he? I think they probably know they've got to be straightforward on this.
Can anyone drop the link for Nick's tip jar in the comments?
Okay, let's see.
Because he's done so well for us.
Nick's newest tweet. We're now inside courtroom 71. Sam has told me he will block me if I tag him again. He's got a lot of stick, poor man. Send him love. Thankless task being a PA. Report no glory. Okay, so Nick is inside the courtroom. Oh, God. Okay, y'all. We're getting close. Oh, yes.
8 minutes to go.
I'm very nervous. Are you seeing anything pop up on the courtroom 71 yet, Keely?
No, nothing.
No, I'm not seeing anything either.
Okay. Yeah, wild card, you're right. The judge did say at the end of the trial that it would be handed down in writing. So I think Caroline's right, though. If it does go in his favor, I can see where they would have a short hearing to discuss things. And, I think I agree with y'all. I don't know who said it. Y'all, I'm so nervous I can't even think. But, yeah, he said it does feel like you're getting test results. But I think that they know that they're going to have to do as much as possible. And did anybody drop the courtroom 71 link in the chat? Okay,
and can somebody drop Nick Wallace tip jar because he's done amazing at getting all the
Caroline.
rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh, well
Yes.
done. Thank you, Caroline.
Yes, Caroline. Oh, y'all. No.
Keep dropping it in, guys.
Florida, I know I will if it goes the wrong way, and I don't want to cry in front of people. That will be awful. But y'all, if I start crying, y'all just have to look over me because I just don't know if I can handle another. I don't want to. I don't want to say that it won't go this way, but if it doesn't, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. Yes, yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes, and with all the ladies here, we all know how that feeling is. We've all took that test
3
one time or
times.
another.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said 3
Seven.
times. How many? Did you say 7, JFD?
No,
Oh,
no, I said not me.
go JFD.
Not me. Not me. Ever.
Yes, all right. Everybody, just say a quick prayer. Whatever you do, let's just do it right now. And
Send your
yeah, it
positive
was very
vibes
upsetting.
out.
Yes. Watch pot never boils. Yes, true. That's true. That's why we're just kind of talking right now. And I mean, I know we went 30 minutes early, but y'all know me and technology, so I figured it was best to go a little early. That way, whatever could happen beforehand and hopefully be taken care of by the time we get the rolling. So, right now we're just we are stalling for time.
5 minutes, guys.
Oh my God.
Sugar daddy. Okay, yeah, Hen, I'm like you. I've got fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything that will cross, I'm crossing it. I'm about ready
Can
to
you
take my
cross
bra off and
mine
cross
out?
my boobs.
I'm so nervous right now.
And that's right. We're that is one thing. We're all together in this. We're all together, and that's a good thing. We're all here. We're going through this together. And y'all know in my chats, y'all be free. You let it go because somebody in that chat's gonna take care of you. So whatever you're needing, you just let everybody know what you're feeling. And
Yes.
there's too much love here. Yeah. I mean, there's so much love here, and it's so amazing. So, we got somebody joining us. Let's see who's joining us. Come on. Well, sugar daddy. All right. Who we got? We've got Miss Sandy. Come on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Girl.
All right,
Got here
Sandy,
just in
how are
time.
you? Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning,
Yeah.
Jay.
4
Yeah.
minutes.
Monday, I ended up taking the second vaccination shot, and
Oh,
this
okay.
past week, my sleeping pattern has been all fucked up. As I've been staying up, and plus I bought after the day after the president signed the stimulus package for the third stimulus check. I actually got my stimulus check, so I ordered some stuff, a lot of stuff from for the house and some necessity stuff, and I had so put that up and everything. So Monday I ended up taking the second COVID vaccination. So I'm feeling, my sleeping patterns all discombobulated. And because one of those things I bought was a 40-inch TV. So now when I want to view everybody's video, I can watch y'all on 40-inch.
Oh.
Oh, Lord, nobody needs to see me that big.
I watch your videos on my TV, Tammy. So it was, I'm loving it. I wish I could actually type and,
Yeah.
like that. It's a smart TV. So,
Well, let me ask you, because we're just a couple of minutes out, what do
2
you think
minutes.
we're going to be hearing this morning? 2 minutes out, everybody. What do you think we're going to be hearing? What do you think?
I'm nervous as hell.
I feel sick.
Yeah.
Because we got bamboozled with the verdict. I'm praying that they will give a retrial. It was like, some of this stuff, I'm praying because, like, It's not going to be broadcast. They're going to drop an email.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And that's just so everybody knows I do have my email pulled up too, so I'm just kind of waiting. Because I don't know if you were watching before you came on, but Nick Wallace is at courtroom 71. He is inside there because according to, I think it was Caroline that let us know, he said that if it does go in his favor, they're going to have a short hearing to discuss the direction of the trial.
1 minute, guys.
1 minute. All right, y'all. It's just. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna. Let's. All right, yeah.
he better get it, Ann Brown. He better get it.
Yeah. Yeah, Tanya, me too. Me too. And I don't. I'm at age. Aging 10 years is not a good thing.
Look at John.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, Margot, I do too. I think everyone, and that's the thing. We're all nervous, but you know what? We're nervous together. We're not alone being nervous, and that's the thing. We're all together doing this. So
Yeah, I was sleeping and I woke up because I'm waiting right now because I'm uploading a video of all my TikTok compilations.
10. It's 10.
Oh,
It's 10.
guys, it's 5.
okay. I'm sorry, I got a lot of cigarettes.
It's not showing anything on mine yet.
Please check my email. I'm sorry, y'all. I try not to smoke on streams, but this just got me too nervous.
As you can see, I'm sitting up here eating yogurt.
Haven't gotten an email yet.
And I'm waiting for my TikTok compilation video to upload. We have about 9 more minutes of it uploading.
Which they did say that it might be a few minutes after, so, we'll just kind of, I'm back on the judiciary page.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is the way.
Yeah.
I can't. My nerves.
Yeah, I'm sorry for ignoring the chat at the moment. Y'all just, I'm just kind of double checking everything. I don't have anything as of yet. Yeah. Let's see, where'd it go? What?
Anyone else?
Y'all, Nick, Asa's saying Nick said failed. Everybody's.
What? Oh.
I mean, seriously, to hell with them is all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, on what grounds?
But if it's true, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Shit.
Does anybody know if he said about anything about any grounds or anything? Are you seeing anything on courtroom 71, Keely?
No, there's nothing on there. No, Johnny Depp has failed in his application to appeal on the libel judgment, which found the Sun's newspaper allegations he engaged in domestic v against Amber Heard was substantially true. Mr. Depp will not be able to take his legal case further on this issue, and the High Court's judgment of Mr. Justice Nichols stands. Today's ruling will be posted shortly, if it's not already, on the judiciary website. That's what Nick Wallace has put.
Yeah, it's not on the website yet.
I'm reading that too.
I can't say that I'm surprised.
Why do I have a feeling that all of them are in it together?
Yeah.
Some folks been paid off. Because why do I have a feeling that the internet investigators are going to discover that the judges sitting on this one were in cahoots as well? So.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I said all along I was being cautiously optimistic, because just like with the trial, any reasonable person would have found for Johnny. And the thing is that they were in it together, and they're looking out for themselves, and I'm sure that Murdoch's money went a long way. I'm sure there are some judges in the UK that's going to be spending quite a bit of money here over the next few months. And fuck you, UK judges that were involved in this trial. You come at me. You know damn good and well you were paid off. Anybody with any sense
Yep.
would have found
Oh, you know they had already decided the verdict before the hearing even happened. They decided it right after the judgment if he decided to appeal. I mean, you all know that.
Yeah.
This was already decided before it even began, and it may not even have to do with Murdoch. It's got to do probably with we're not going to make one of our judges look like a fool.
Considering the fact that that judge is getting ready to retire.
Yeah, that's a time.
But I look at it
I
this
think
way.
it's because he had such a bad history with appeals, and he's about to retire and could lose his pension. Screw him and his pension. He ought to be just. Isn't that what they're called? Justice. He ought to be just.
I look at it this way: the VA trial will prevail, considering the fact, one, we have a Marine veteran as a judge residing it, and from what I've understand, from what I've researched about her, she has zero tolerance for the shenanigans and the bullarchy. So, and then plus keep in mind, it's going to be a jury to decide to make the decision on the defamation case.
Sorry, my internet went out.
That's okay. So do you know the news, JFJ?
Yeah,
didn't. Okay.
My internet went out right after they said it. So it's like, well, that's just great.
That's okay because
Nick has the link. Okay.
I look at it this way: karma is a bitch.
Exactly.
So those judges, everybody that's involved in the UK trial, you gonna get yours because
sorry, Sandy. I think what they did with this is they're probably going to say, well, he should have had that information about the charity in the first trial, and because of that, we are going to use that as a loophole to rule against him. What do you want to bet?
I have no doubt on that one. But here's my theory, Menace. You know, everybody that's involved in the UK trial, they're gonna get theirs regardless. Like karma is gonna come back to you 10 times fold. So blessed be.
Well, and the thing is look how it's coming back on her. You know, she's poisoned now. Everybody knows what she is.
And the fact that she has the nerve that her PR people are trying to put out that she's trying to look for Oscar. Not first and foremost, bless your heart. You little sorry little, and I can't even use the C word because she doesn't even. That thing is the Schnapp, Schwab, and Chat is not even worthy of the C word. Is beyond the C word. And here's the thing. You have to, sweetheart, you have to have talent to get into the Oscar, to try to get into an Oscar performance. You don't even have, my big toe has more talent than you.
Well, that's like with the article. The guy that wrote it, Scott Campbell, he's forever got his lips tattooed to her butt. And he was even like, sorry, you're not good enough.
Sorry, girl.
Even someone who's usually on her side is like, nah. She don't have the talent to eat. And plus the fact that if you think you're going to work in Hollywood now, considering the fact that you went after Disney, good luck with that because you already know the reason why. Do you know why the reason why WB and them are trying to push her out, make her quit, is because Disney's in their ears. We will give you holy hell. You keep this chick on. Mm-hmm. After she done went after us, she already got sued by another production company because of that movie. She didn't promote it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I saw that she's not been promoted because she was afraid of all the bad press she's been getting. And, you know, the thing is
She started getting more bad press after it was announced that she was going after Disney.
Yeah.
Disney got
I mean, it's just steadily gotten worse for her.
Her little behind up. Bless its heart, it's trying.
All right, let's
fail.
Let's see the reasoning behind all this.
This is good.
I just wonder if these judges were so out of it.
The hearing before Nicole J was full and fair, and he gave thorough reasons for his conclusions, which have not been shown even arguably to be vitiated by any error, approach, or mistake of law. Are you serious? Oh my God.
Okay, y'all, I've got a summary of...
hates victims.
Yeah, I've got a summary of what
I'm trying to make this make sense.
This is what they've got on the judiciary website. Let's see how many pages. It's 2 pages.
So I was just reading
read that to you. Yeah, following a hearing last week.
Really?
Lord Justice Underhill and Lord Justice Dingman, I don't give a damn, has refused permission to Johnny Depp to appeal against the dismissal of his claim for libel against NGN. The claim was based on a story in The Sun, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the court is, in its judgment, emphasized that the appeal against the decision of the trial judge on question of disputed fact faced serious difficulties. See paragraph 8 of the judgment. And that, I'm sorry, y'all, this is so little I can't see it this damn early in the morning. And that none of the judge's reasonings or conclusions advanced on behalf of Mr. Depp had a real prospect of success. The principal criticisms are considered at paragraphs 10 to 22 of the judgment. The hearing before Nicole was full and fair. Bullshit. And we gave thorough reasons for his conclusions, which may have not shown even arguably to be violated by the approach of mistake of law.
Since he couldn't get the appeal in the appellate court, isn't there another court that he goes to? Because I think I'm trying to think, if someone on Twitter mentioned if he fails in the appellate court, there's another court he could go to, I think, dealing with human fairness, human rights over there.
Keely, do you
know, since you're over there?
Or does anybody in the chat know anything about it? Let's see. Shane's saying not sure, but I believe you're correct. European Court of Human Rights isn't affected by breakfast. Not sure if it would hear the case, but it could legally.
So they'll probably, since the appellate court, the next thing to do is to do human rights, because basically these judges and this judgment of the UK verdict is pretty much to tell you, media outlet, to say anything about you, even if it's not true and they don't have freaking proof. And basically you just told DV and SA survivors, we don't give two shits about you.
Exactly.
Fuck you and your whatever you went through. I'm like, that's like a major punch in the face. And
I feel like this is the first time all over again, back with the Rotenberg case, when they denied us the right to use the video.
Okay, so Shalana said earlier in the chat she has cut her throat by going after the House of Mouse. House of Mouse owns Hollywood, and she won't work in Hollywood again. Exactly. Why do you think WB is being pressured? Because I already know Disney's in their ear. Get rid of this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
However you got to do it, by any means necessary.
The way
to do that is she's contracted, but whatever movies she's attached to, guess what? The writers can write her character out of the movies. All of them.
No.
So if they continue to write her character out of the movies, guess what? She ain't filming jack crap. And they're going to do it to the point so they're going to see corporations like to make you quit before they actually fire you.
Sandy, regarding the European human rights or whatever, they won't be able to do anything with that. We're not in Europe. There's been Brexit. We left the European Union, so that's not an option there available, really.
Wow.
The United Kingdom's not in Europe anymore.
And
it is on the European landmass, but it's not in the European Union.
Issa said earlier he needs our support right now, and I agree. We need, and the thing is all of us are in so many ways getting the word out there to so many people that this woman is a liar. And that's what we need to just continue to do. We just got to continue to support him.
And I think a good revenge today, for those of us who can, I can't, it's not playing anywhere near me, but go see his movie. Let the numbers talk for us.
Yeah.
Or watch something of his today if you can't.
Yeah.
I probably will, because I need that to calm myself down after this.
Have you seen what they said about the evidence that they used? It says, in support of the application for permission to appeal, Mr. Depp sought to rely on further evidence showing that Miss Heard has not yet given away most of her $7 million received in her divorce settlement from Mr. Depp. But she has said that she was donating to charity. No, she said she had donated it. Right. The Court of Appeal makes no findings about whether her statements about her donations were misleading. It notes that that was not a question which was raised by her by Mr. Depp's lawyers in the trial. See para 49 of the judgment, and that there were no reasons to believe that the judge's decision was influenced by what she had said about her donations. Paras 44 to 45. This summary is provided to help in understanding
whose
the court's
salad
decision.
they've been tossing and whose knobs they've been slobbing on.
It's literally in the judgment. Oh my God. Seriously, he literally wrote, I cannot prove that she's a gold digger. I cannot prove this is a hoax because she donated it all to charity. It is literally in the judgment.
And Children's Hospital, LA Hospital, even came out and was like, no, she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They even showed proof she didn't. Like, no, this came from Johnny's team, financial team, the $100,000.
They're saying that she wasn't misleading. She didn't try and create this persona, this personality, to show that she was this Snow White character that would donate all her money to charity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This information that she used did play in a part of making her look like a good person, and I don't know why it's been said that she wasn't misleading. Oh my God!
Yeah, Shalana, you're right.
She wasn't misleading my ass. She said donated. That's past tense. Are we redefining the English language and what words mean now?
It really just feels like the Nichols verdict all over again.
Yeah. Shalana said when Johnny goes to the Virginia and wins, these judges are going to look so stupid and dumb and don't know the law and aren't going to live this down. Exactly. Because when the VA trial rules in his favor, US is going to look at the UK like,
what now?
Y'all some dumb bitches right now. Y'all some dumb idiots. Because now how you feeling? Because this judge and this jury in the US can see through the bullshit. Like, really? And we're going to look at the UK judges so if the US judges and a US judge and a US jury can see through all the defendants' BS.
Oh, yeah, throwing stuff out left, right, and center.
They go by the proof, the evidence that's sitting in front of their face and rule in Johnny's favor. That's going to make the UK judges look like Shalana said, all kinds of stupid. Okay, y'all really need to get it together over there, because it took a jury to say, according to the proof and the evidence that we're looking at, all these incidents didn't happen.
Yeah. Sarah's saying I think maybe they should have mentioned that Amber and Whitney were allowed to sit in the courtroom during the evidence because that's crock shit. And if you'll remember, he even asked, was it Whitney, why do you keep looking up at your sister? And they were in a room alone. But I figured more than likely, Sarah, I figured that was probably going to be in if they got it. If they got it by Sarah, Caroline, if they got it, that they would start introducing that stuff. Is what I'm thinking. But Colonel, what were you saying a while ago? I'm sorry, I'm just so.
Oh no, you're fine. No, I'm still kind of half asleep. No, I was just saying I think they were really grasping it. It just felt like the verdict. They were just really grasping it whatever way they could to justify it, kind of like Nichols last time. It didn't. I don't know. And these judges, they all seem like they're so out of it. I don't know if it's corruption. It may be, or it could just be these people. They seem like they're aliens almost. Like that verdict by Nichols, it was like someone who had never dealt with real human beings before. It was very strange.
Yeah. And EA Prima, they're not going to always win. I know they have won here. I know this is a letdown, but the thing is, the world is starting to find out what an evil, lying barn witch, as Darth calls her, that she is. And what we've got to do now is carry it forward.
I love witches, so she is not even.
We just got to carry it forward.
Shat. I love heifers. Can't call her a heifer because I love cows. And that's the term of endearment I give to some of my friends. I call them heifers. I can't call them a witch because I have friends who are witches, and that'll offend my friends. So we're going to go with the Dobschlagen Shat farce.
Yeah. Well,
I think whatever, because I can't with this.
We've just got to keep getting the truth out there, everybody.
But
it's going to make us more determined now.
I don't know if anybody paid attention. Do you know Judge White already has the transcripts for the UK trial?
Oh, okay, good.
Because anytime there's a case, no matter where it's at, they have to they request a copy of the trial. So Judge White already has every transcript from the UK trial. So when as Miss Judge asked Judge Penny, because I don't want to butcher her last name, she's probably looking over that right now, and once they do the jury selection, that'll probably be the first thing that they have the jury look at the transcripts to the UK trial, look at the evidence that the plaintiff put in, look at the evidence that the other party put in, the defense put in, go over it. Do you think they have a case? And like I said, JD isn't doing this for money. He said he named. I'm pretty sure he didn't want. He probably didn't want to put a monetary value because it's like, I'm not doing this defamation case for monetary purposes. But Benjamin Chew probably told him, like, if you're going to file a defamation lawsuit, you have to put a monetary. Now, $50 million. I already know he's lost more his income because of that op-ed. He probably lost way more than $50 million. So that right there ought to tell you he's not trying to do it for the money, because I'm pretty sure he has to put in documents of the courts of actually how much money you lost from that op-ed, and it was probably way more than $50 million. But he's like, I'm only requesting $50 million. It's not. I'm not asking for money. I'm doing this defamation is to clear my freaking name.
Yeah. Well, Sarah's brought up something that at least gives us a little bit of hope for the future. The evidence she gave in the UK, she can't deviate from that because it's in the transcripts, and so she's gonna have to stick to that. And this woman, what was it, 7 different witness statements she gave, and her story changed every time. So, I mean, I know it's horrible, y'all. I feel horrible right now. I'm really gutted. But the thing is, I just want to reinforce, because the thing is, Johnny is a victim. And so many of us that are here are victims. And so many people are looking at this that are victims. And the thing is for Johnny's sake and for the victim's sake, we've got to get this out to the world.
Yeah,
We've got to become more determined now than ever at this point. So I'm asking everybody, please don't give up. Please keep getting it out there every way you possibly can. Support Johnny in any way you possibly can.
I'm going on his Insta right now to leave a message of support if you guys want to do that. He's also on Facebook.
Yeah,
also,
I think that's a good idea.
I just want to let everybody know the UA trial, the U.S. trial, the Virginia trial. Like I said, the state of Virginia don't play. They don't like it when you waste their time. Whoever the people that are going to be on the jury, they're going to look at every statement that the defense has and see, including with the UK trial, they're going to sit with all that. They're going to be doing like Les did when Les, spiritually empowered, did videos where she broke down the incidents on how every time they make a statement, the story changes. It's not the same, because they're going to see where on the plaintiff's side, they're going to look, okay, all the statements are verbatim consistent. And then they're going to be like, they're going to end up, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of aspirin and headache medicine in the deliberating room, because they're going to be flipping through like 10,000 of pages of the defense and like, wait a minute, well, this statement, she said with incident number 3, 4, or 5 that this happened, and I'm like, wait, everything is completely different. Which is it? And then especially the UK, that's locked, that's sealed, locked, and loaded. You mentioned the same thing, and then the so-called SA, because I'm pretty sure that was the confidential behind closed doors. It's not allowed in the courtroom. What she did was the fact that you stole your former employee's SA story and try to spin it into your own. And then the other party decided would be for shits and giggles, let's hire a private detective to find dirt on Johnny. And the private detective is like, I went back 40 fucking years and not shit.
Yeah.
So when a private investigator went back 40 years to like damn near when he was almost in primary school, like in middle school, and can't find nothing all the way from back in the day when he was a teenager to now that he's almost in his 60s.
Yeah. I mean, and
up in your face.
Margot, I'm looking to see if they've got anything if anything's coming up in the media yet.
I'm the same way, Margot. I don't even have the heart to look because that's going to piss me off.
Well, unfortunately, we have to.
Let me
just try this.
Twitter again.
Yahoo's got Johnny Depp loses bid to appeal that ruling. Sky News, Deadline.
Seriously,
they're starting to get it up.
My goodness.
And Come Geek Some just posted on Twitter, and he made Dan actually made an actual good point. Bad judgment, but that's the UK court system. The judges are an old boys club to which they rarely go against each other. And I believe people have been saying that even after the judgment, after the verdict was released, that's an old boys club, and it's rarely the appellate court is going to go against the judge's decision. Well, I think after this, I think they need to really think about that.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's probably true in most courts. They're gonna look out for their own. You do that in anything, just like how we look out for each other, or you're gonna look out for your own. But the problem with them, they are supposed to represent justice, and which I know they're all human. I know that, but at the end of the day, they are supposed to represent truth and justice. And yet again, we have watched a court system make a mockery of the truth and of justice. And that's why, we just really need to keep pushing more than ever. Because Wendy said earlier, she was hoping that he would get this so that he would get the justice she never got. And that's the thing we got to keep in mind, is that there are people who are watching this that wants to see him get the justice that they didn't get. And so we've got to fight for them.
With me, like I told you, I never pressed charges because I knew that they would use my autism against me. I just freaking knew it. They were going to use everything from the media about how people like me are supposedly violent, and that what I could say would not possibly be true because due to my disability, I wasn't seeing things correctly. I know how they play these games, and I just decided not to play it. It wasn't worth it. I was just going to get on with my life.
Yeah.
But literally, the UK just slapped every single freaking victim, including their disabled victims, right in the face. Like, don't dare try and stand up for yourself. Just take it. Just take it.
Yeah.
Because here in the UK, we believe victims are liars, and we believe in victim shaming.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Ham. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry. I promised I wasn't gonna break down, but it's more just seeing so many people that have been through so much and has been hurt in so many horrible ways.
There's so many of us who have been, and I'm just reading that now. My head's just proper gone. Like they're talking about, there's a part in this where they're talking about, where the argument regarding the recordings, and they're saying that we would add that even if the judge ought to have taken at face value Mrs. apparent admission that she had been the aggressor on the evening before argument 2, contrary to her evidence that had never been the case, we do not believe that would have led to take a different view of her evidence about the pleaded incidents of violence by Mr. Depp. As we have said, his findings about those incidents were made on a basis of evidence specifically relating to them, with special attention to the contemporary, I can't even read that word, evidence. A judge will very often accept the substance of a witness evidence without accepting every word of it.
Yeah. And Diamond, sending lots of love to everyone. And that's true. Let's send some love out to everybody that's hurting this morning.
I'm gonna pick through this on a big video.
You have no idea how much support you have right here in this community. We're stronger together, and that's the thing. There are so many of us, and right now it hurts, but we're going to keep spreading the truth, as Diamond Knight just said so well. And everybody just
to give you a comparison, to give you all a little bit of hope. And I did the video of what happened at the Rookberg Center on my channel where the guy was shocked. It took us 16 years and the courts were against us. They denied us for a decade for that video to be shown of him being shocked. 16 years we waited for some justice to get those shocked banned in that school. Sometimes it really is a marathon with a lot of doors shut. And we literally had to appeal to the UN. We appealed to the UN. We took it there. God, I think that was 2013. We had to take it that far. And we had to appeal through human rights because every other avenue was being shoved in our face. But we did ultimately win, and the shocks are now banned throughout the entire state of Massachusetts. And the UN has declared it torture. So I would say maybe if he appeals to human rights, he still has a shot.
Exactly. And you know what? I want everybody in the chat, y'all just send some love out to all of the victims and to Johnny right now. So let's just fill the chat with hearts. Just send love out to everybody right now. Let's put some smiles back on faces. That's what I want to see right now. So if y'all will, just fill it up. We got 49 people here. Let's see this chat fill up with love for everyone that has been hurt and everyone that's hurt by this judgment this morning. Yeah. Let's just fill it up. See, look at all that. You see how much? See, that's the thing. Look at all this love. Look at all of it. Look at all this love. And you know what? The thing is, there's so much love right here. And you think about everybody that is on the other streams, people that didn't get to make it this morning. There's a lot of us. We are a large group of people. And we all want the same thing. We want to see justice done. We want to see her pay for the pain she has caused so many. And what better way than through love? We're going to do it. We're going to. You know, it's everybody just look at all this love. I love y'all all so much. This is amazing. Amazing. I can't even keep up with all of it. I hope that's filling everybody's hearts the way it is mine right now. Because I think that's something special. And I think that's something that she does not have whatsoever. She might have her stands that are her fans, but the thing is, so many people in this community, they might be fans, just might want to see justice, but we all have love. We have love, and she doesn't have love. Her heart is black. You can tell that by the things she does, the things she says, and we're gonna pull through. It's gonna be okay. Gonna be, yes. Hashtag I stand with Johnny Depp. Let's trend that today. Get it out. Trend it. Let's keep this going.
Where is Johnny's justice as well? I've tweeted out. Hashtag where is Johnny's justice?
And that's, love always wins out. Love and truth will win out in the end. It didn't win here.
Sometimes it takes, like I said, it took us over a decade. It took us 16 years with all the doors being slammed in our face. It took us a decade just to get them to play the videotape in court. But eventually, and it was just last year, back in March of last year, that we finally got the shocks banned. That video was horrific, and it was released in 2012, and it still took to 2020. And sometimes it's just like that, but ultimately we did win out because we did not give up. We kept the pressure on, and we did not let up an inch. And we got to be like that. We cannot give any ground to this thing that calls herself AH. We cannot give ground. We can't not leave due to being tired. We know in the autistic community, we know all about tired, but you got to keep pushing. Do not get up.
And in whatever way you can today, instead of letting this defeat us, support Johnny in some way. Watch a movie, send out a tweet, I stand with Johnny, or where's Johnny's justice? But in some way, send him listen to it. Listen to his music. Hey, Rob, put out something on Instagram, a tweet or something, but don't let her win today. Because she ain't worth it. She ain't worth it. And I refuse to allow her to win. So we just gotta some way support him now more than ever. Now more than ever, everybody starts supporting.
Yes,
Which I know
another
y'all
Depp
have
movie
anyway,
night.
but just even more. Yeah, I mean,
Could do with
hi,
another
Lori.
Depp movie night.
Yeah, and I'm seriously thinking if my check gets deposited
I
today, I
have
think
an
I am going to go
emotional
on over to
support
Memphis and go see
animal
it
for
today.
everyone.
The stream is doing that circle
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Come here. Oh, it's alright. It's fine now.
Go ahead.
The stream
Hi,
was
Rob.
the
I just
stream
want
was
to.
buffering like it did on Rob's yesterday, but it's stopped now.
Oh, God. Has it
It's
stopped?
fine now. It stopped doing it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
Yeah. And, we might need to, I mean, we're getting a little over an hour. Yeah. I just, we'll try to kind of start wrapping things up here
Yeah.
since the stream's starting to misbehave because I'm not as fast as Rob. It'd take me 45 minutes just to get us all back here. So, I'm gonna go around, let everybody say a little something, and we'll finish it up here. But I just want to say, y'all, please, please don't give up. Don't let it get you down. Let's just keep supporting Johnny, and just now more than ever. All right, Tiffany.
All right, guys. Like I said, and this has been true throughout all the advocacy I've done for about 13 plus years, guys. Sometimes justice is a marathon, not a sprint. And sometimes you'll get a lot of doors slammed in your face, but you just got to keep the intensity on. Don't let up. Don't give up. Don't get tired. Don't get over to where your emotions cause you to shut down. Just keep fighting. Do not give up ever, because the only way they win is if we give up. There are positive ways to get your voice out, whether it's putting out facts, whether it's listening to his music or his movies and letting the numbers talk for us. You can't give up. This is heartbreaking, I know. And there may be other setbacks that come in the future, but even if that's the case, keep on that intensity. He's not giving up. He's literally said, I will bleed myself dry if that's what it takes.
Yeah.
We got to be the same.
Yeah.
We got to be the same. But that little bit of hope, that little bit of light at the end of the tunnel that I can give you all today is that if you keep up that fight, it does get noticed, it does get picked up, and eventually I do believe he will win. And we got to have perseverance and endurance.
Yeah. And before you want to start, I just want to say, I want to read what Moon said here. She said, please ghost the turd. Do not mention her at all. Do not give her any attention on social media. And I agree with that. Y'all don't give her what she wants, which is attention. So just don't. Exactly. Yes, Moonshade, keep spreading positive things about John.
Yes, right, just like you said, why do you think I don't refer to the non-shrouding earth by its name? I use other names, but like they said after the verdict of the appeals, the UK trial is just the battle. You can lose many battles, but can win the war. The war is the VA trial. So once he wins that, the battles that the judges involved in the battle trial is going to look downright stupid, because then after the VA trial next year, they can be like, well, even though the U.S. justice system it's not great either, but at least I have confidence in this judge, and I'll put my confidence in the jury, because they're not going to pick a jury that, that's going to be biased. They're going to pick a jury that's the type of jury that they're going to most likely pick is the ones that what you say don't mean anything. We need to see evidence. We need to see proof that you were abused, proof that he did this, proof that you donated. If they don't see proof, then they be like, you know something? Yeah, he lied. He was defamed because they knew. It's like just because the defense is probably most likely going to say this. Oh, the op-ed didn't mention him by name. It don't have to mention him by name. They know that the Nob Schlaben Ars was talking about, and the fact that he proved that he lost money of that. Because let me break it down to you, for those that don't understand the legal system here in the U.S., he wouldn't have had a case if he couldn't prove that he was defamed. We wouldn't be looking at a trial right now. He proved with preponderance of evidence that op-ed was talking about him. Now, if she said, no, it was actually, I was referring to Elon Musk, then you need to stress that. But everybody needs, because I just came out of a marriage. You just basically said, I just came out of a marriage, an abusive marriage. And the fact that you made it public that you went to the court for a DVRO, we knew who you were talking about. So the war is the VA trial, and these judges over in the UK is going to look really stupid once he wins the VA trial.
Not to mention, we're looking at a way different kind of judge. Both White and Esgarat, they basically give off the aura that they suffer no fools.
Yeah.
And they've been throwing things out left, right, and center that she has tried to push.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, Judge White. And like I said, the Nob Schlaben Shat is probably going to got till July 1st to attempt to throw more crap into the court. Because like I said, in the state of Virginia, the number one pet peeve that the judges in the judicial system have is when you waste their time.
Exactly.
So after July 1st, and may not even after July 1st, because right now Judge White's already pissed off. He's like, look, I'm trying to freaking retire, and you still who's submitting his frivolous subpoenas. You're abusing the subpoena. The next move he's going to make is turn around and is like, you know something, all of this is denied, and this is how much you owe in sanctions for wasting the freaking court's time.
Yeah.
Anybody else think he sees a new brief from her team and he immediately be like, well, it's going to be a bourbon kind of day for me?
Yeah. He's like, oh, for the love of God, another 5 freaking hours I got to read. Because he's got to read all that crap. Along with his legal secretary, paralegals, whatever he has in his office. All of them got to read.
Hold
all
on.
that crap.
Tammy, Rob's going live soon, so we should bring it. Like you said, you bring it to an end.
Yeah,
so everyone gets a chance to go and do what they need to do before. Going on his live.
So everybody, I'm sure everyone in this chat knows Rob's rules. If anybody can drop his link for us in the chat, he's about to go live. So we're gonna finish up here.
In half an hour, he's going live.
Okay, all right. I do want to say Savage, buy some Savage if you can. That stuff's expensive, but hey, if you can, just support Johnny in any way you can. I want to let Jeff D and Keely say something right quick, and then we're going to end it here. Y'all don't give up. Keep the fight going. All right, y'all go ahead.
So the drilling next door. Tammy, go to Jeff.
JFD, you want to let you have a final say, Tony?
This is ridiculous, and pretty much I don't like. This is pretty much probably corrupt, and I'm not. I mean, even the U.S. I might be a little, worried
Yeah.
because there
I
still
wouldn't be
could
worried,
be corruption
JDF, because
there.
like I said, is this judge even though the judge is female, she's a former Marine. And let me break it down to you. Us military personnel don't play. She has zero tolerance, and especially because she sees in the testimony that the knob slobbing Shat always brings up Johnny's drug and alcohol abuse. Now, this woman helps people with substance abuse like that. So that's not going to fly in her courtroom. So, okay, you bring up, because here's what's going to happen if she does, if the defense brings that up, then the judge going to turn and is like, okay, since you're bringing up the plaintiff's drug and alcohol abuse, how about the defense here? Because the defense, according throughout all this, you were also on drugs and alcohol. So if you're going to call a spade, guess what? You got to be in the same fire as this one. So that mess is going to backfire in the Virginia court. Because like I said, JFD, the state of Virginia, because I went to high school in Virginia. I'm the last place I lived before I joined the military is the state of Virginia. They don't play when it comes to that. You throw this in their face, they're going to come right back at you with the same thing. So as far as that, and then plus you got to realize it's going to be a jury that makes the decision. Now, it's very rarely a judge step in, because the judge can make the decision if the judge feels that the jury's verdict is immoral or compromises the moral values. Then the judge can step in and say, something I don't agree with your judgment. I'm going to override your judgment and give my judgment. And I already know her judgment, if they say, okay, we're not going to do a jury trial, we're just going to make the judge decide. I can tell you right now, the judge is going to be like, from whatever information and evidence she's viewing now, her judgment is like, I rule in favor of the plaintiff because the defendant, you didn't prove nothing.
Yeah, I want to read this, and then I'm going to let Keely say hers, and we're just going to finish up so everybody can, run to the potty, whatever you've got to do before Rob stream. Moonshade reminds everyone, do not mention her name at all on social media. No attention whatsoever. Positive stuff about Johnny.
Exactly,
Only.
Moonshade. That's why, if you notice, ever since I've been on these live streams, I don't even mention the knob slobbing Shat name.
Yeah. All right, Keely.
Just say that.
Very quickly before they start drilling, I'm going to be doing 2 videos today. I'm going to do a quick one, to summarise the judgment and how I'm feeling, and then I'm going to do a long one, going through all the judiciary, the hearing, basically what they released today. Also, your boy Gary is going to be on live sometime today. We don't have a time. We have Alma Redacted and her twin sister and his twin sisters. So watch out for that being announced on Twitter later on.
And
Rob Wills is live in a minute, but
yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, I want to start out. Everybody head over to Rob at Rob's Rules. He'll have something.
I'm on it right now, waiting.
Okay. Yeah.
4 seconds.
Yeah. So y'all head over to that after we're finished here. After you go do your thing, I just want to thank my panel first off. Everybody that was here, I appreciate you all getting up and joining me with this morning, and everybody that's been with us through this. I know it's been a hard morning, but everybody saw the love here, and you know what? We've got a new mission, everybody. We got a mission, and we're more determined now than ever. So,
absolutely,
y'all. Thank you, Shalane. I'll check it out after this is over with. Yes, raid, and get out there, put the
Tammy's raid
all out there. There you go. Yes. Yeah, let's raid. But yeah, don't mention her and put the love out there and get the word out that this is not justice and that he is the victim. But thank y'all all for being here.
Thank you for
if anybody
inviting me.
needs anything, all of us, our DMs are open. Let us know. We'll do our best to help you out. Love to you all, and we'll see you over at Rob's. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. We'll be in the chat at Rob's
Bye.
place.
Yeah.